Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around, we'll be reviewing Warsteiner Premium Verum, 4.8% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Warsteiner Brewery in Warstein, Germany. Now, as you see, Mr. Benelzebub is here, and he's surfaced from the underworld for his annual Oktoberfest celebration.
Proust!
Now you might ask why we're not reviewing an Oktoberfest beer. Well, that's because
I've got a story there.
Well, I've reviewed all the Oktoberfest beers that are available in Australia, but you suggested that we review Warsteiner because I haven't reviewed that before, amazingly. And yeah, it is a good brew, and I do remember trying it about 8 or 9 years ago at the Bavarian House in Surfers Paradise, and quite enjoying it. But it's been a while since I've had it because it's not as widely available as it used to be.
Yes, it used to be quite widely available. We used to get it in the local Dan Murphy's at Springwood. That now, it was about $80 a carton. Sometimes it went up to $89 a carton,
Yeah.
which is incredibly expensive for a beer, no matter what quality. Although this is called the King of Beers. The blurb on the label says King of Beers. Now, it
I think
has it in...
Bush would have a problem.
Yeah, it has it in German, except I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it. But I actually wrote to Warsteiner. I wrote to them in Germany, and I said, "Hey guys, where can we get some Oktoberfest Warsteiner? Because
they do make an Oktoberfest beer, Warsteiner. Yeah.
And of course, what happens is that months later, I get this badly translated email back that says, we can't supply it to you directly. You have to get it off our main importer. And the main importer will tell you where you can get it, except they don't import the Oktoberfest beer. But they said that you can get the Verum Premium. And I went, okay,
yes,
reply. My God, I was after Oktoberfest beers because we're having an Oktoberfest party and we're doing an Oktoberfest review. How hard is that?
Too hard, clearly.
I didn't get a reply. There was none. No reply at all. So, but, you know, I felt like not having anything to do with them because I actually like this beer. I've had this before and I actually
It's good, it's solid, yeah.
But I'm not much of a fan of it now because they wouldn't comply with my request. So I'm miffed.
How dare they? How dare they? Alright, well, Mr. Benelzebub, I shall pass you a Pilsner glass, as it is the appropriate glassware to use for a German Pilsner.
I got so angry it's made me come undone.
Yeah. I've been stewing about this all week myself.
You look
Alright,
like a bit
so,
of a vegetable stew, actually.
yeah, you can say that again. There's the bottle
You look
opener
like a
for
bit
you.
of a vegetable stew.
Alright, and I'll give it a nice pour. I shall pour it quite aggressively, actually.
Oh, aggressive pour.
I'm feeling very aggressive.
That was too aggressive.
Uh-oh.
It's dripping on me. We're going to have to wait 15 minutes to be able to do this review.
No, it's okay. As you can see, I mean, clearly it's a very active beer.
Very active beer. Look
at the head that, you're getting there. I mean, so let's talk a little bit about the appearance. It's, very carbonated. It's, a very clear, light golden yellow colour.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very effervescent.
Effervescent indeed.
And look at that. 3 fingers of bright white frothy head there.
Yeah, I've got 3 fingers too, so my fingers are bigger than yours. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Bright white, it is very frothy.
Yes, bright white. Alright, so let's move on to the aroma. Oh, I snorted some there. I gotta remember, it's not cocaine, it's beer. But yeah, I've really got that up my nose now, so yeah, I mean, so I can really tell you that there's just, I mean, a lot of nice sort of grainy kind of malts there. Yeah, very bready.
Very yeasty.
Yeah, very
but
yeasty.
The yeasty isn't taking over. It's actually got a smooth, even transition between the yeast and the malt.
And there's a faint bit of grass in the background there too. But mostly...
But that's because I mowed today.
Oh, is that what that is? But mostly pretty bready,
Very bready.
Pretty bready,
it's a very light
sort of a brew.
and summery kind of smell to it. It's It smells inviting for a hot summer day. Considering that we're actually in spring, we're in middle spring here at the moment in Australia, and it's actually quite hot. It's as hot as some of the summer temperatures we normally experience. It's been quite dry. There hasn't been much moisture around or humidity for quite some time. And today has been a hot, dry day.
I think it was 35 degrees when I looked at the temperature on the car on the way over here.
Okay, and so this smells incredibly inviting.
Oh yes, it's very enticing. So we've talked about the appearance, and have we talked enough about the aroma?
I believe so. It's a very deceptively straightforward aroma, but you can tell that it's going to be very clean.
Yours looks very creamy, I must say.
Yes.
Very nice. Alright, so anyway, it's high time for the taste test. So to you, the audience, cheers. Let's dive in.
Proust.
Proust!
Oops, I accidentally drank too much. It's on my nose.
Alright, well, talking about the nose, the taste really does follow the nose.
Yeah, very clean and clear.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're getting those, you know, mild, sort of, you know, sweet bready malts there. You know, it's very crisp, it's very clean. You know, there's a little bit of bitterness, you know, that balances it out nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have that overwhelming sweetness that the Oktoberfest beers do. But,
Yeah.
It's one of those things that is very nice for such a nice hot day to have that kind of cut the mucus of
The
your
mucus.
tongue and really starts to slake your thirst. A very thirst-quenching beer.
Okay, so on that note, let's have another gulp, and you already have.
Well, that's because I wanted to get two.
It's definitely holding that taste profile, and it's lacing the glass nicely. Yep. So
The thing
yeah.
about this, I think, it does tend to earn its name of King of Beers because it's so smooth in the set of flavour mixes, the way the hops and the malt and even the carbonation and the very simple sugar blends together is incredibly exquisite. And I'm lucky that I haven't drunk too much because otherwise I wouldn't be able to pronounce exquisite.
Indeed. Well, yeah, it's definitely very impressive, and although I would say that it's a little bit better on tap, but most beers generally are.
I'd agree.
In terms of its drinkability, it's you know, its drinkability, let's face it, folks, is astronomically high. A carton of this is not going to last very long.
No,
I think I've already consumed quite a few of these, Mr. Benelzebub. That's because I couldn't actually get my hand down to find the Lowenbrau that was at the bottom of my esky.
I'm devastated. I'm going to go into conniptions now.
Conniptions.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, definitely one you can drink a lot of in session and
Look, it's
enjoy.
already ruined my lederhosen. It must be very drinkable.
The price point, surprisingly, isn't too bad. It used to be a lot more. I used to pay a lot more for it. Yeah.
$80 to $89 in Dan Murphy's, and what did we end up
Managed to
paying
score
for
it for $49.95.
and then a bit of freight on top of that, so it was still under the price that we used to pay for it 2 years ago.
So that's good, but it's not as widely, as I said, it's not as widely available as it once was, which is a real shame. Anyway, we'll have a final gulp and, you know, give this a score out of 10. Alright, well, all in all, it's a very, you know, easy drinking, you know, German Pilsener. There's nothing offensive about it flavour-wise. You know, very crisp and clean. I can't fault it, really. It doesn't blow my mind exactly, but, you know, it's certainly one that's very drinkable and very sessionable.
I kind of agree, especially when I'm talking about the blend of it, how smoothly blended all the different flavours are to make like a homogenous kind of taste experience. I just thought I'd come up with a big word for something that I didn't have enough big words before. But I think, personally, King of Beers, or King of this style of beer, you know, I'd be giving it 9.6.
9.6. Well, thank you for your sesquipedalian tendencies and your polysyllabic language, Mr. Benelzebub.
He's got the big words.
I would probably tend to agree with you. About a 9.6 is quite a good score.
Okay, so let's go 9.6 recurring then.
9.6 recurring. There you go. All right, folks. So yeah, it's definitely one worth checking out. Yeah, it's worth your while searching it out, especially now that it's a little bit cheaper than
price points come down. Yeah.
it once was. So anyway, thanks for joining us. We shall return soon with another review. So until then,
Proust!
Proust! Fare thee well, all.